What's up, guys? This is One More Drink, and I am Sandra. How are you guys? It has been a minute. As you can see, I am alone today, and we actually have a different little background today. This is still my little podcast studio, but it's actually the other side of it. As you can see, I am starting a Polaroid wall of all the episodes. These are just the ones that we have recorded, so it's not the ones that were not video filmed. But hopefully I can try to finesse my way of getting pictures for those too. But what's up? How are you guys? Today I'm drinking ginger ale and tequila. You guys, it is spring outside. It's nice. It's been so long. Last week I didn't have an episode, and the week prior to that feels like a month ago. There's so much that has changed. I'm 24 now. I literally had a whole birthday. It's spring outside. It's hot outside. It's not booming hot, but it is, it's getting nice out there. Spring's definitely here. And today I'm going to actually be reading. I've been saving some of you guys' dilemmas that you guys send, or problems that you guys have, and I'm actually going to try to answer them today. I've done an episode like this before, and you guys actually really liked it, so we're going to try to do it again. Hopefully you guys like this. You guys like the background. Maybe I'll continue to do episodes on the couch. So with that being said, let's get into the dilemmas. So the first one is I'm not laughing at this person's dilemma. I'm laughing because I have to read it. Okay. It's, hi, I hate the guy my best friend is dating. My best friend started dating this guy who she really likes. They have been dating since New Year's, and from what she tells me, he is just not the guy for her. She has mentioned he doesn't really do anything for her. They don't see each other a lot, and she wants more from him. I've never told her how I feel about him because I'm worried it will backfire. Should I tell her she should dump him or just keep it to myself? Okay. Okay, these are tricky. The thing is, the minute you express that you don't like your friend's partner, significant other, I feel like you almost start a divide, and it's unintentional. You're just obviously trying to be a good friend and be hey, you deserve better. But just sometimes when you're on the other side, you're the one dating the guy, you don't see it that way. I feel you almost get defensive of your relationship. So personally, I feel if she were to come to me again and be this fucking guy did this and that, then I would I would say go with what she's saying and just be yeah, that is messed up. You don't deserve that. But I wouldn't go to the full extent of being you should dump him. I feel she needs to be the one to make that decision. Because at the end, you could be you should dump him. He's a piece of shit, this and that. And then next thing you know, she's back with him, or they're not arguing. She's all happy. And now, she might feel away because, she knows that you fucking hate her boyfriend and think he's a piece of shit. Granted, he might just be that. But, when it comes to your friend, you just want to be supportive. Because let's say, God forbid, it is bad and it's rough, and if she feels you already think he's a piece of shit, she's not going to feel comfortable going to you and, wanting to express, I don't know what's going on, because you're just going to think you're going to judge her. Because, obviously, she's still with the guy. So, to answer your question, no, I would not tell her to dump him. But I would just say, I would just be more broad with it. I would just say, more, encouraging things yeah, babe, you deserve better. I really hope, hopefully he can change, or you guys maybe try to work on it. And, I don't know, just give her kind of, advice where, she'll think, okay, things need to change. And if not, she has to, come to the decision of maybe she needs to go. But just be off the jump, yeah, you should leave him, he's trash. I wouldn't go that route because you could possibly lose your friend. And it's unfortunate, but, I feel when you're a girl, you've been there and you know, when it comes to a relationship, you just don't want to hear that, unfortunately. But yeah, so I hope that answered your question. All right, dilemma 2. I can't even fucking speak. Oh my god, I can't say it. I recently got out of a 2-year relationship. It's been 2 months and I'm still processing everything. My friends have been pressuring me to get out there and go on dating apps, and I'm just not sure. How long do I wait until I should start dating again? Okay, so it was a 2-year... Honestly, people say that when it comes to dating, isn't it you're supposed to be single half of the amount of time that you guys were together. So if it's 2 years, you should be single for 1. That's what they say. I personally have never done that. But I will say, honestly, you should go at your own pace. Like, if you feel ready and, like, you want to jump into something or start dating, like, within the week, the month. I mean, the week is a little crazy, but sometimes you were already, like, processing the breakup while you guys were together. Like, that happens a lot, especially, like, for girls. Like, we, like, just mentally tap out a long time ago. So you're probably already factoring in, like, how it will be to be single, be on your own, whatever. But if you don't feel ready, I wouldn't. I feel like there is no, like, don't let anyone pressure you to, like, go out and, like, start talking to guys. Because the last thing you need is, like, to get involved with a guy and, like, you're not ready. And then you're just stringing another guy along or, like, you know what I mean, unnecessary drama and shit. So, like, I wouldn't do that. Personally, you're going to be ready when you're ready. Like, you'll just know. Like, you'll just be more willing to. You'll see a guy at a bar and, or, like, you went to, like, you out with your friends, like, you see a guy and you're going to be like, yeah, like, actually, I will talk to him. And that'll just be when you're ready. Like, it's just going to happen when it happens. I feel like until, like, if you're questioning it, you're not ready. And it's okay, I feel like, to also, like dating apps are, like, a good way to start slow. I've never been on a dating app personally, but, like, from what my friends tell me and, like, from what I've seen, I think it's a good way of, like, there's no pressure. Like, you can make a profile. You can, like, swipe, whatever the fuck it is, if it's Tinder, Hinge. I know you have to, like, swipe and, like, you match with people, etc. But, like, you can just see what your options are. You can literally just have a profile. If someone interests you enough for you to actually want to, like, message them, then, like, go ahead. But I feel like it's an easy way to kind of, like, lean yourself in without feeling like, oh my god, I'm talking to a guy, blah, blah, blah. So, with that being said, if you're going to start somewhere, I mean, a dating app isn't bad. But I feel like, if anything, if you're still feeling like you're unsure, honestly, just enjoy being by yourself, because there's honestly nothing wrong with that at all. And just, like, having fun with your friends. And you'll literally realize, like, it'll be in a couple months, you'll realize, like, oh shit, like, I actually am fine. Like, I think I could, like, see a guy and, like, want to see where it would go. So don't let your friends pressure you. When you're ready, you're ready. But enjoy just being alone, I feel like, for now. And then you'll see, like, you'll just know, like, it's just one of those things that when it comes to you, it does. So, no pressure. Enjoy yourself. Be single. Have fun. Okay. I mean, a sip. My mouth is parched. Testing. Okay. This is Dilemma 3. I'm going on a little trip in about 2 months with some friends. It's me and 3 other girls. We booked our flights and stay already, and I paid for the Airbnb with my credit card and told all the girls to pay me back. All the girls have paid me back except one. Oof. That's annoying. We booked everything at the beginning of February, and she has yet to mention anything to me about paying me back. I have brought it up once politely in our group chat, just stating for everyone to pay me so it wasn't directed towards anyone, and she said yes, she would next paycheck. She didn't. How do I bring it up again without being annoying? I hate having to fucking get money from people when they owe you money. Like, that there's nothing more fucking annoying than that. So, like, I understand, like, this, and especially, like, when it's, like, friends. Like, it depends the relationship you have with this friend. Like, if it's, like, your bestest friend, or, like, you know, I feel like you wouldn't have a problem being like, bitch, you need to pay me back. But I feel like if you're feeling like you have to, like, message about it, I feel like you guys probably aren't that close. Like, you're just, like, good friends, maybe, like, not bestest friends. So, like, it might be a little uncomfortable, especially because you already did bring it up again. You did say that. Honestly, it is your money. Like, you don't have to feel annoying. And especially if you brought it up and she said next paycheck and, like, she has yet to do it, I would just be like, I would message her separately and be like, hey, like, I know you said you were going to pay me next paycheck. I just wanted to check in and see, like, you know, when that would be. Because obviously, you know, that was a couple weeks ago. Just let me know, you know, because we are going on vacation soon. You said you booked this in February. And you sent this in the beginning of March. And you said in 2 months. Okay, so we're doing a little math. I don't want to expose the person who it is. So, we'll leave it at that. But, honestly, yeah, like, you're not annoying for asking for your money. I would message her separately, because obviously you're going on vacation with her. You don't want to be, like, a complete, like, bitch about it. Even though you could. If you really wanted to, you could. But, let's keep the peace. Let's message her separately. Hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Depending on what she says, I feel like that's where you'll go from there. Like, if she's like, oh my god, yes, I'm so sorry, like, I forgot, or I've been going through something, blah, 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 like, I'll give it to you, then, like, let's just give her the benefit of doubt that when she says she'll give it to you again. If by that time she has yet to give you anything, then you're going to have to get a little bit more serious. Like, hey, I know I booked this for you, but I do need my money. Like, you're going to have to give it to me by, let's give her, like, a date. It's like, I'm going to need it by this day because I also have things I need to buy. Or, like, I might have to, like, refund your part of the ticket or something because, like, this is just getting a little bit too much. Or, like, I'll give it to someone who, like, it wants to come as well and just wants, maybe, like, someone else. You can, like, be like, oh, one of my other friends wants to come. Like, I can give it to her if, like, you can't afford it or blah, blah, blah. But that's, like, if she doesn't pay you by the second time she promises. Because now, like, that's going to cause a little bit of tension. Like, you're offering to either refund her ticket or give it to someone else. So that's, like, last resort. Like, you're getting to last resort. That's, like, it's going to be weird, a little tension. So hopefully by you bringing it up this first time and just messaging her separately and being like, hey, you know, you're supposed to pay me this day, but you didn't. You know, just checking in when you can have it. She'll give you the money. But if you have to be annoying, don't be scared to, because that's your money. And you pay for an Airbnb and flight. Yeah, no, like, that's beast. I don't know which part you paid, but, like, that's still a lot of money, I can imagine. So, you're not annoying. Message her and get your money back. And we have another dilemma. So, me and my friend like the same guy, ? I've had a crush on a guy I work with for the past couple months, but I've never told anyone or the guy. We have flirted a little while working together, but I've just been too nervous to ask him out. Recently, my friend matched the same guy on Hinge. She said they did message back and forth and set up to go on a date. Ooh. Do I tell my friend I have a crush on this guy or just keep it to myself at this point? Oh, bendito. Okay. I mean, like, technically you did like him first, so, like, I get it. But depending how long, you said for the past couple months you've liked him, and, like, he also hasn't made a move, like, it could really be that, you know, I mean, you said he's flirted, but, like, I feel like if a guy's interested, he'll make a move. So, I don't know. I feel like you could tell your friend and just be like, hey, just let you know, like, I do work with this guy, and I did kind of have, like, a little crush on him. But then it's going to be awkward, like, they're going on a date, and, like, if she likes him or, like, has a crush on him as well. Ooh. Do I tell my friend I have a crush on this guy or just keep it to myself? Okay, if you actually want to maybe, like, try to pursue things, since it hasn't gone far, they've only messaged, and they're, like, they set up a date, they haven't even gone on the date. I would say, if they haven't gone on the date yet, right? I would say, tell your friend, just be honest, because if you guys are close friends, like, it's the right thing to do. Like, obviously, if you like the guy that maybe now she's dating, like, you should tell her. Be like, hey, I did have a crush on him, obviously I work with him, and, you know, I haven't done anything about it, but, like, I did like him. Like, if they haven't done anything by now, like, they haven't even gone on the date, maybe, like, it was postponed or whatever, or maybe it was just a date, but maybe she didn't like him, I would tell her. And tell her because, obviously, you kind of like this guy. You want to see if it goes somewhere. You want to ask him out. But if you're just, like, not going to do anything about it, then honestly, I would keep it to myself and honestly just try to get over the guy. Like, find a new little, like, work bae, another crush, because if they're, like, dating at this point, you need to just squash that shit and keep it to yourself. You could maybe bring it up to your friend and be like, hey, like, I never mentioned it, but, like, I did have a crush on him when, obviously, we worked together. But, like, I'm over it now, blah, blah, I just thought I should tell you, blah, blah, blah. That way, obviously, there's no secrets, because it's weird. But you can also keep it to yourself. It really depends how close you guys are, if you feel the need to tell her. But, yeah. If it's too late, if they've gone on this date, it's over. You just gonna have to get over it. If they have not, or maybe she went on the date and she didn't like it, she didn't like him, like, they never really did anything, then I would say tell her and make me see where it goes with this guy. But I feel like, I don't know, like, if they did anything, it's a definitely no. Like, or if she had, and or like maybe like he was the one that ended it, then it's still a no. Like if she has any feelings for this guy, it's a no. Like just for me, like hands down, like I can't date a guy that my friend had like actual feelings for. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's weird. Like you're gonna just bring him around and like I know that you've also like liked my man. Like that's weird. So it really depends, I guess, what situation happened. But if she never went on the date or it didn't go well, there was no feelings, tell her, see where it goes with this guy. But you have to also like step up and like be like, maybe at work, like I don't know, ask him out, like, hey, you wanna, depending where you work, like, hey, maybe you wanna get drinks after, or you wanna go to the movie after, something like that. If they did go on this date, she did kind of like him, she does like him, you're just gonna have to get over this crush. He clearly, I mean, if nothing ever happened between you guys, clearly it wasn't meant to be. So you'll just have to move on. But that is all the dilemmas for today. If you guys do have any dilemmas that you want to send in and be answered, it's completely anonymous. I always say don't say any names on here. Don't tell anyone. You can send them to the number OneMoreDrinkPodcast@gmail.com, or you can also DM us on Instagram at OneMoreDrinkPodcast. And thank you guys. For the people that did send in dilemmas, thank you guys so much for obviously confiding in me to send in your problems. I hope I answered them. I hope I was helpful. Obviously, it took a little bit for me to do this episode, but I'll try to be more consistent the more I get. So I really do like answering you guys' problem. I feel like I'm like really actually like talking to you guys, and it's not just like me recording myself. So definitely please send in more. I honestly love reading them, and I love that you guys are like obviously engaging with me. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching, for listening if you're listening. Thank you guys so much for supporting One More Drink. This is actually episode 21. 2 weeks ago was episode 20. And honestly, that sounds like a little bit me saying it, but like to think I've done 20 episodes honestly feels crazy. Like I feel like I haven't done that many. So once again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and stay tuned for next Thursday. Bye. Cheers. We're gonna do an ASMR. Period. Okay. Bye.